Howdy folks, TJ here. I'm going to actually do my first, I think, next game of the week. Not everybody in the group is going to have a next, but some of you do. Some of you have that go. Some of you have other ways like C-Spect and such to play games. Hopefully this one works under all those scenarios. I'm going to play it on my next, and it's going to be fun. This one is introduced by Kevin Phillips. He is a friend of mine on the internet, so I'll call it. And there's a game that he's created that he says was sparked by a comment that I had made, or he had made, and I responded to, about the internet making me buy stuff, kind of thing. So I think I had posted about the Blast annual book, and Kevin wasn't aware that these were out there or for sale. And he said basically to his wife, the internet made him do it, or TJ made him do it, buying it. So he was buying it and blaming me. So I posted in there, hey, all the wives are going to hate TJ soon because all their men, or if it's the opposite, all their women are going to be buying stuff because of TJ, that bastard. So I thought it would be fun to play his game. He's calling it The Internet Made Me Do It. Kind of fun. And it's from his itch.io account. I'll post the link down below. I just went ahead and made a little donation, downloaded it, and there's a whole bunch of downloads. Kevin is very helpful in terms of blasting out additional info, more than just the game, but how he did it and why he did it and code that did it, all that fun stuff. So there was like 3 or 4 files that I downloaded that I'll read through at a later time, since I'm kind of a budding programmer and enjoy programming on the next or learning it. These things will be helpful. And he's had some games very early on in the next first Kickstarter. He's got a game on the SD card, if I remember right. Was it Space Invaders? I forget. All I know is that I've played a number of his games, and he makes fun basic games. Something that hopefully I can do better over time. Although I have made one game, Invasion of the Cloud People, and I'm quite fond of it, as you may know. But this is all about The Internet Made Me Do It. And since we're talking about wives, so yesterday I had colonoscopy number 3. Yeah, I'm out. I don't mind talking about it, because if you're over 50, men and women, that is the time that you need to get roto-rooted. It's a good idea to do it, because polyps can form in there, and if they do, they can become cancerous. So it's best to get ahead of it, as they call it, and get them out of there. So at 49 years old, I did my first one. My wife actually had a procedure back then. She was told to get a colonoscopy. So being the brave man I am, I said, I'll do it at the same time, and I'll do it before you so you know what you're getting yourself into. So I think mine was like a week before hers. So that's what I always do. I was being chivalrous. Is that the pronunciation? Pronunciation is chivalrous? Silverous? And so I did my first one then. Unfortunately, here in the USA, if you have more than 2 polyps, you've got to come back in 3-year intervals until you either have 2 or less. So try number 1, 3. Try number 2 at 52 years old, 3. This time, 55 years old, 0. Yay! So I get to go back in 5 years, which is a good thing. But I've got to say, and we're basically, why am I talking about colonoscopy? Because we're talking about wives. I've been married for over 3 years, and is she a pain in the ass sometimes? Absolutely. So we're talking about colonoscopies. And I'm sure I'm a pain in the ass too. It goes both ways. But we've been married over 30 years, so I think we've got something done right here. Most days people get married and they're divorced within a day or 2 or a week or 2. It's always not pleasurable, folks. There's times that life can throw you some curveballs, but most of the time it's pleasurable. But we like to rib our better halves a little bit, so I thought I'd talk about colonoscopy. And yesterday's was not fun. First time after anesthesia and them doing their job that I actually came home feeling really sick. I was so sick I passed out and fell into my barf bowl, and the barf bowl broke around my head. So envision me on the end of getting up going, oh, I don't feel good. Where's my barf bucket? And grabbing my barf bucket, and I'm kind of teetering over a bed. And the bed's a little tall. And next thing I know, I'm sitting there doing this. And then I wake up, and I'm on the floor with a barf bowl over my head, broken. I actually broke the barf bowl and woke up, and I decided to just stay down there because It was comfortable on the carpet. I didn't feel good, and I stayed there for 15, 20 minutes. Wife never heard me fall. She was downstairs playing with the new puppy or yelling at it or something. So that's why we're talking about wives. Yeah. Anyway, yesterday wasn't a pleasurable day. Today I'm not feeling too great. Feeling a little queasy, but I thought to keep my mind off of things, I would play this game. Sorry, Kevin. Colonoscopies just happened to be part of this because the internet made me do it. The wife made you do it. All that stuff. And we're talking about wives. And you'll see in this game there is a wife. I could just picture her with a clothespin or bread pin, whatever you call it, beating down on the husband. So let's play some The Internet Made Me Do It. I'm going to read it first, so you're going to see me go in and out of camera. I may mention the word colonoscopy a few more times, but The Internet Made Me Do It. I love online shopping, and I love retro vintage computers, and I love making sure I blame the internet when my wife sees our bank account. You know, such a premise sounded like a good theme for a computer game, so I wrote one. That's what he's telling us. Your goal is to buy as much retro stuff as possible within a set amount of time. Man, my right eye is so blurry right now. While battling against the missus, MRS period, who uses the Wi-Fi, W-I, and then in... what is that? In parentheses, FE/Fi. So he's kind of using the Wi-Fi, but a Wi-Fi, to try and stop you. It may sound easy, but I doubt you can make it to the end of the time limit. Go on, prove me wrong, he says. Features supports both keyboard and joystick. Top 3 high score table. 3 levels of starting difficulty. As game progresses, it gets harder and faster. PDF guide to the entire program is provided. That's what Kevin's really cool about. He splashes his code out there for people like myself to read and learn. That's how I was able to make my first game. A lot from Mr. Sloan, I believe his last name, Daryl Sloan. I watched his videos early on, and he was quite helpful in helping me make my first game. So watch these things, read these things. They're helpful. Man, I'm on point today. Colonoscopies make you think really good and act really fast. I've got things going good. Now, let's see if I play this game good, though. Probably not. Yeah, still, I'm kind of feeling queasy. Hopefully, I don't need a barf bucket here soon. Okay, this game is written entirely in Next Basic for the ZX Spectrum Next. Play it. I'm probably not even recording any of this. Am I? Yeah, I am. 7. That's my MO. Am I recording this? The game is written entirely in BASIC for the ZX Spectrum Next. Play it as is. Look at the coding and play it with some learning fun. Even edit the code and graphics to make it your own or fix bugs. Very cool. For me, this game is a homage to the era of typing games from magazines and books. Simple fun, hopefully. Ideas made purely for the enjoyment and personal learning. Oh, my stomach is feeling a little off right now. I've been feeling it a little crappy this morning, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to just work through it by keeping my mind off of it. So that is a great write-up on his itch.io account. Look down below. Now, I am going to shut off this screen. I did copy. Hopefully it works. I haven't checked any of this stuff. Let's turn on my Next. And if I need to pardon myself to go Ralph, I haven't eaten anything yet today. I've only had a coffee, so... yeah, feeling it right now. Yeah, this anesthesia really kicked my ass. I've never had... this is the 3rd colonoscopy, and I had an endoscopy, too. And that one wasn't very enjoyable, too. But I came home feeling all right. Normally, it's the prep that's the killer. The prep is like Lemon Pledge or some other flavor, this new one. And it is terrible going down and terrible coming out. And normally, after the procedure, you're fine. But this time, I'm not. I'm feeling it. Browser. Oh, I've got to turn sound on. So I need to go command line, type in my thing, get out of this, go to the browser, games. This is the next game, so I put it in my next folder. And I made a folder directory called Internet Made Me, and I didn't put do it. And here's this. So I put all the files that downloaded in here. So let's see if this works. So go for it. That looks like my wife. Kevin, is that what your wife looks like? So there's Kevin. There's his wife. The internet made me do it. What is that? That looks like a little creature over a joystick. I'm not sure. Top Hoarders. Kevman 3D with 1000. D for difficulty, easy. So let's hit D. So you got hard or easy? ARG. No, I don't want to do ARG. Easy. Okay, we're going to stick with easy. Keys or joystick? J. Oh, it's right into the game. Oh, I got to turn the joystick on. Oh, what do I do? I should have read the instructions. So I'm just collecting these things, and you got to collect them before they all get too high. Oh, that one over here. Get it? Oh, get that. Get it. Oh, I'm moving faster. Do they start at different positions? Oh, that's a specky. Gotta get it. Floppy drive. Oh, they're going fast. Oh, that's what is that? A Pac-Man? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, you gotta hit the button. You can't just hold it. Need fast fire on this. Oh, Floppy's almost up there. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh God, I'm gonna die. Oh, that bastard. Or should I say some other word? So, oh no, she's smiling. Look at that smirk on her face. Ooh, he's unhappy. Kev's unhappy. Who's the big spender? T, J, return key. Return key. Space bar. The internet made me do it. Oh, look at that. I've already beat Kevman 3D. 1,700 points. Yeah, that's too shabby. So it's a very simple game, but very fun. You know, you can kind of see the drive behind it. And yeah, do you tell your wife all the things you purchase on the internet? Does she tell you all the things she purchases on the internet? No, we don't. That's just the way the world goes. Let's play one more round. So J for joystick. Go. Now, it would be probably cheating if we did have a joystick where you could just hold down the button and not click it many times. Pac-Man! Whatever that thing is. So I'm guessing the secret is at some point to get not all of them all the way down to where you collect it, but you can get them far enough down to where you don't die, like I did with Mrs. Ferreira, my wife. So I guess the fun of this game is you can call the lady whatever you want. Your lady friend, your wife, if you're not married, your better half, whatever you want to call her, the prostitute down the street. Yeah, I'm not PG here. Oh, got you. Oh, got it. Oh, got you. Oh, this one. Down. Oh, that side one's going fast. The speckies. It's a next. Oh, gotta get that one. Oh. I'm doing. Pac-Man. No. Oh, you bastard. Oh, this is not good for after colonoscopy. My stomach hurts. Ooh. Okay, how did I do? TJ. Fun sounds, fun graphics. Oh, look at that. 2050. I am kicking Royal Jehovah's. Whatever the Jehovah is. All right, so that is going to be the game of the week because I don't want to play any more games. I need to go take a nap. Puppy is out in the kitchen. She needs some attention soon. But this was a fun game. Thanks, Kev, for making it. And I will try to include in the video a picture of the post that you had said originally. I think you posted it recently in my Sinclair Society Facebook group. I'll put that in the video somehow. And thanks for making this fun game. And peace out. Continue buying stuff on the internet, men and women and kids, and have fun. But if you're a kid, no, don't do it, because you got to let your parents know first, because you don't want to jack up their credit card, right? So if you're above age and you're allowed to buy stuff. It's fun. I've got a lot of stuff. I do, indeed.